Good evening, I'm Taylor Thomas with a CTV News update. Several people are displaced following a fire in Riverdale this morning. Fire crews were called to a home on the 5400 block of Morton Place just before 5 a.m. When firefighters arrived, they found fire coming from the basement. The American Red Cross is assisting the two families who lived in the home.
The American Red Cross comes out in times of disasters, obviously, and these families here have suffered a disaster in the loss of their home, or at least the loss of the use of their home. And we provide assistance in the form of resources, such as referrals to other agencies, assistance with the landlord, and other forms of assistance, and so that they can recover from the loss of the use of the home.
Officials say the fire is still under investigation. The community is still reeling from yesterday's shooting at Suitland High School that sent a 14-year-old boy to the hospital. Anxious parents rushed to the school following the incident and were visibly upset, waiting to pick up their children. The shooting occurred during an altercation near the football field. That altercation was caught on camera, and gunshots could be heard in the background. School CEO Dr. Monica Golson addressed the incident during a school board meeting last night.
Prayers go out to the young man who was injured, and we hope for his full recovery. We are committed to ensuring the safety of everyone who walks through our doors, and we will do everything in our control to keep our schools safe safe places for teaching, learning, and working. In our ongoing work to support students' academic, social, and emotional needs, teletherapy sessions from home are now available through our continued partnership with Hazel Health and the Prince George's County Health Department.
Meantime, parents say they've had enough and they want immediate action.
It's just sad that we still live in a society like that, the kids go to school and have no value for life or disregard for it.
The kids are running the school, and it needs to be shut down if it was in my eyes. My daughter is no longer a student at Suitland. She's out of school to this day due to the circumstances at this school. I didn't feel safe for her being in the surroundings.
This school should have been shut down a long time ago. And I don't blame just the students, I blame the staff.
There will be a virtual town hall meeting on school safety with Suitland parents and students on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Parents will be given an automatic call to remind them, or you can call 844-734-8766 to join the discussion. The White House hosted a town hall today about the importance of getting COVID booster vaccines, especially among people over the age of 50. According to the CDC, only 14% of eligible people have received the updated booster tailored to prevent severe illness from the Omicron variant. White House COVID-19 response coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha and Dr. Anthony Fauci talked about why it's important to get boosted.
The virus out there today is very different. And so that's why we need an updated vaccine, because it targets the virus that's out there. The second issue is that immunity can wane over time. This is why people need an annual flu shot.
People ask us, well, I got measles vaccine, I got polio vaccine. I never had to get another vaccine of the same type. Why do we need to do that? And it's just exactly what Dr. Jha said. Other vaccines of the other types give you immunity that's lasting in decades and sometimes a lifetime. Unfortunately, that's not the case with COVID. So we've got to keep up with that virus.
Yesterday, the FDA authorized an updated booster for children under the age of 5. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers as we round out the week. The Maryland Department of Health is reporting more than 6,300 COVID cases since the beginning of December. The county's positivity rate is at 11.7%. That's up almost 2.5 percentage points since December 1st. 65 Marylanders have died of COVID this month, including 8 over the past 24 hours. 537 people are hospitalized. You're watching CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Coming up, a pedestrian safety reminder from the Council of Governments. Stay with us. Back.
Dear Santa, I hope you are having a good day in the North Pole. Is it cold all the time there? Is that why your cheeks are so rosy? My mom says I'm a good helper, but you didn't come last year. Was my chimney broken? I just really hope this year when I wake up, I'm gonna see that you came to my house too. Wow.
Donate and help the Marines deliver hope to a child in need.
Good evening and welcome back. While you're out shopping and checking off names on your holiday list, don't forget to watch your surroundings. That's the message from the Maryland State Police tonight. With many stores and malls extending their hours, State Police encourage you to park in well-lit areas. Officials say if you're shopping late at night, bring along a friend so you're not alone. Also, never leave your keys or your key fob in your car.
Obviously, lock your car, take your keys, and hide your valuables. And your valuables for this time of year are, Christmas presents and things like that. So if you are shopping and you go back to your car to drop presents off and have to finish shopping, make sure that they're in the trunk, they're in a place where, if someone decides to look in your vehicle, they can't see what's in there.
McDonald also says if you're shopping late at night, make sure you know where your nearest mall security is located. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and bikers. That's the message tonight from Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments. The agency says that as the sun sets earlier this time of year, there's an increasing number of crashes involving pedestrians. No one knows that better than Helen Harris of Arlington, Virginia. In 2018, Harris was struck in a crosswalk by a dump truck that nearly missed her daughter's stroller. She had to have a leg amputated above the knee.
I also have some emotional trauma from the event. So to this day, I haven't crossed that particular street. And it took me a couple of months. I want to say maybe 4 to 6 months before I was able to cross the street again. It wasn't something that I was comfortable with. And so I still talk to a therapist regularly. And it's been very difficult on my family and I to get used to this new reality.
This year, as of December 1st, 124 pedestrians and bikers have died on Maryland roadways. The man who was sentenced to life behind bars for the 2017 stabbing death of a Bowie University student will stay in prison after the Court of Special Appeals upheld his murder conviction. 26-year-old Sean Ubansky was sentenced to life behind bars for the 2017 killing of Army Second Lieutenant Richard Collins III, who was on the University of Maryland's campus visiting friends. Ubansky had been charged with a hate crime, but a judge threw out that charge. In the appeal, Ubansky's lawyer said that the trial judge should not have allowed the jury to consider his ties to a white national Facebook group. The appeals court ruled the judge's actions were appropriate. Well, we have an update on a story brought to you earlier this week. Police have released the identities of the 2 men who were found shot to death in an SUV in Bladensburg. They are 29-year-old Abdul Ba and Moshood Akin Rinsola of Beltsville. Police discovered the 2 in a crashed vehicle on the 5400 block of Annapolis Road on Wednesday. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. Anyone who may have information about this case is urged to contact police. And still ahead on the news, the Mission of Love charity kicks off its gift-giving season for needy families. The story after the break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Welcome back, and be sure to tune in next Monday for another installment of our series aimed at helping the home gardener. Grow With Us features the sage advice of gardener Kevin Alsop. In our next segment, Alsop will guide us through the different soils you can use to get the best results.
You get to consume your own food. You know where it comes from. It's very relaxing. It's a beautiful thing to see things grow. And especially at home, you get to experiment. You get to try different things. You get to see if these seeds are any good before you throw them out and buy some new seeds every year. You just get to try different things. It's no pressure, you know, you're gonna grow some food.
And you can catch the next segment of Grow With Us next Monday right here on CTV. 'Tis the season to give, and Mission of Love Charities is doing just that. This coming Christmas, over 200 children will be gifted with brand new toys from Mission of Love's annual toy drive.
What are the specifications for the type of toys to be donated?
So definitely new toys, and we would love to have educational toys. We'd like to teach our kids, want our kids to be educated as well as teach them to be sustainable. We had planned to serve about 200 children, but we found a way to serve all those that actually registered.
What do you feel is the importance of this specific fundraiser?
Well, to show families and their children that they are also important, that they're not forgotten, and that everyone falls on hard times. And here at the Mission, we are here for you and your families.
And that was Gregory Torrance of Mission of Love. They're going to be taking gift donations until the 15th of this month. Now, if you'd like to give a child something special this holiday season, simply visit molcinc.org to see where and when you can drop off a toy for their donation.
Happy Friday, sports fans. The University of Maryland women's basketball team is going into the weekend all smiles because their head coach, Brenda Fries, secured her 600th win after defeating Purdue last night, 77-74. Now, she's already the winningest coach in Maryland basketball history, but this new milestone is definitely icing on the cake. And this win did not come easy, you guys. With less than 7 seconds left on the clock, Cheyenne Sellers knocked down the open three right on the right wing, sealing the deal for the Terps. After the game, this is what Coach Fries had to say.
Clearly, this will be a win I'll remember for a really long time, and obviously the dramatics down the end. And I told these guys they're like the cardiac kids of keeping these games close and shots at the buzzers. But I thought today, defensively, we set the tone. We were really aggressive, forcing them into turnovers. We really needed to have the stops at the end of the game, which I thought were really key for us as a team.
Now, in the National Hockey League world, the Washington Capitals host the Seattle Kraken tonight. The Caps are on a 2-game win streak, but the Kraken have won 7 of their last 10 games. Now, when these two teams faced each other earlier in the month on December 1st, Seattle won 3-2. So tonight's match starts at 7 p.m. And Taylor, let me just tell you, this is going to be a match to watch.
Oh, it is.
It definitely is.
Well, I have not been to a hockey match, but I was there for the celebration when they won the title.
Nice.
So
Yeah, we all were. Yeah. In the parade, but we need to go to a game, so support your Caps.
Definitely. Thank you, Laurencia. So let's turn now to our weather forecast tonight. Mostly clear and cold with lows around 31 degrees. Saturday's forecast mostly sunny with high temperatures approaching 44 degrees. Even showers are possible. Rain on Sunday is possible. Highs in the upper 40s. Monday's forecast partly sunny with highs around 47 degrees. And that's your CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Taylor Thomas.
And Laurencia Moten.
We'll see you tomorrow night. That was really good.